Hello, healthy humans. Today's yoga practice is for building resilience. So, with resilience, one of the cool things within the yoga system is that we're developing skills that are needed for us to be able to thrive, and we don't even know it. In yoga, every yoga posture has a focal point called a drishti. And the focal point might be at your middle finger or the tip of your thumb, your nose, internally, your third eye, sometimes something on the wall if it's eye level. But what that allows us to do when we look at something, we put our attention there, and then all the other stuff kind of disappears. It is meant to be so that nothing can shake the internal peace that you are developing while you're on your mat. Okay? Another cool thing is when we come to our mats, we leave our identities, our problems, our worries, our lists of things to do, we leave them off with our shoes. So no shoes on the mat, no problems, no identities. It gives you a chance, no matter who you're practicing with, it doesn't matter. Whoever you were yesterday, all of the degrees, all of the money, all of the accomplishments, none of that matters. We come onto our mats and we are fresh and new. We come here for this experience. And so that alone, having a place where you have no identity, you're not taking that with you, is a huge part of developing resilience. Because for us to be resilient, we don't want an identity with whatever hardships we've already gone through, because that perpetuates victimhood, victim thinking, victim mindset. So we get to leave all of that. Okay. Listen to your body always. And we'll start here in child's pose. I'm going to flex my feet. This is a really nice way to stretch out the fascia in the feet. Oh, sink your seat over your heels, crawl the hands forward, and lift your elbows away from the floor. Bring your forehead right at the third eye down onto the mat. Take a breath in through your nose. Feel the back of your ribs expand. Exhale completely. With our head down, we surrender. We surrender the identity. We surrender any identification with who we think we are. We invite in lessons that we need to learn for our own growth and evolution, for our highest good and for the highest good of all. Exhale completely. Lift your head, shift forward into plank position. Now here I'm just going to shift front and back. If it's too much to do from a plank, you come to tabletop, all right? Drop to your knees, and you can do the same thing here. We're just warming up our wrists, warming up the calves, activating the muscles, and preparing for the work ahead. Hand placement's important. Keep your hands underneath the shoulders with your pointer fingers face forward. Lift your hips, down dog. Now, if this down dog is long, just walk your feet up an inch or so. Start to reach your heels down toward the mat. Allow blood to rush into your ears. Inhale, pick both heels up. Exhale, swivel them to the right. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Inhale up, crawl forward, high plank, pause. Lift your hips, down dog. Take as many steps as it takes for you to get to the top of your mat, half lift and lengthen your spine. And fold in half. If your hamstrings are really long, flip the palms face up. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reach up high, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana, and bring your hands through your heart to your side. Turn the palms to face forward, separate your feet just a little, and shift your weight forward and back, forward and back. Where do you feel the most stable? Resilience, we need stability. So if we're not stable in the foundation, we won't be able to have resilience. So take the time, wiggle your toes. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Uttanasana. Let your head hang. Half lift, look up, lengthen your spine. Reach your head away from your tail and flatten both hands. Step back, plank position, pause. Shift front and back again, front and back, front and back. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pick up your heels, roll forward, high plank and pause. Lift your hips, down dog. Okay, one more time. Pick up your heels, roll forward, high plank, pause. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, take the right leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. Straighten your leg in square. Draw your knee into your nose, round your back. Take it back, three-legged dog. The arms are going to stay straight and strong, yeah? Three-legged dog, round your back. Or knee to the nose. Inhale, take it back. Good, one more time. Knee to your nose. And take it back. Lower the right foot down. Inhale, pick your left leg up high, bend your knee, open your hip. Keep both arms straight. Straighten your leg and square, pull your belly in. Draw your knee to your nose again, hollow out your belly. Take it back, three-legged dog. Knee to the nose. And three-legged dog, good job. And one more, knee to your nose. And three-legged dog. Foot down, bring your knees to the floor. This time, turn all 10 fingers toward you. And I'm shifting my weight back into my knees so the pressure comes off of my wrists a little. Circle and circle. This time, lower down onto your forearms. Press your forearms down, draw your armpits in, step it back, high plank position, pause. I'm going to reach my heels out and away from me so I can lower my butt just a little bit. Engage the glutes, engage your quads, pull your belly in, hold for 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lower your pelvis all the way down to the ground. Separate your hands gently. Pull your elbows back toward your ribs as you press your pubic bone into the floor. Bend one knee. I'm going to take my arm 45 degrees. Reach back for your heel. Quad stretch. And I'm not letting the shoulder close here. Open it up. Switch sides. From here, slide your hands back next to the lower ribs. Reach your elbows back so they're not coming out like this. It's back. It's really active. Flex your feet. Engage your quads. And we're lifting up. Lift your hips, down dog. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Now we'll start to flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Lift the chest, lift the belly. Hop it back, chaturanga, low plank. See the elbows are close to our ribs. Over the toes, up dog. Take your hips up and back, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Want to pull our belly in, lift the kneecaps high for 2. 3, 4, 5. Look forward, bend your knees. Hop forward, half lift. Fold in half. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale and fold. Let the head completely hang here. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. You can always step back as well. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here, have a look at your feet. We want them to be parallel, so you won't be able to see your heels. We're paying attention to the low back. Here would be too much arch. This would be too much rounding. You can always bend your knees. Keep the arms straight. You can always bend your knees here, totally fine. You want lots of lift. Look forward, step or hop forward, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog. Take your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. Breath in and breath out. So here your focal point can be at the tip of your nose. I like to look right in between my knees is a good spot for my neck. Some might even tuck their chin under a little bit. This is more the traditional way. I don't particularly like that for my neck, but it's to look at your belly button. Again, chin in activates the parasympathetic nervous system. I prefer a nice neutral neck, so I keep it really long. Look forward, step or hop forward, half lift. Fold in half. This time bend both knees. Chair pose, Utkatasana, but bring your arms forward first, okay? Slide your hands into your jean pockets, roll them toward the ground, and take the arms forward again. Take your shoulder blades back. Now I'm going to get low. My arms will stay here. I'm not going to come up to the sky because I'm getting so low. We want our weight into our heels. You're probably feeling your quads start to work, maybe a little bit. Take 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take your right leg up high. Exhale, step it forward behind your right thumb. Rise up, crescent lunge, take the arms up. Again, take your hands into your jean pockets, roll them toward the ground, and re-straighten your back leg. Now we're holding it here just for a bit. Do I dream of genie arms? Have a look down at your knee, line it up with your second toe. Some of us are going to have a tendency to do this with the low back. Roll your buttocks toward the ground. Okay, now find a spot on the wall just in front of you. Look at that spot. Nothing else exists except you and the spot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With our arms, we'll twist toward the right, but before you do that, gently start to roll your thighs in toward each other. You'll get more stable. Pull your belly in, continue to twist, continue to twist, continue to twist. Come back. Take your arms up. Exhale, take your hands to the ground. Step back, one-legged plank pause. So as you're here in the one-legged plank, just notice how you feeling. Shift your weight into your right hand. Take your left arm forward. Hand down, foot down. Skip chaturanga if you like, or add it. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take your left leg up high to the sky. Step it forward behind your thumb. Rise up, crescent lunge. So we'll do it again. Hands to the jean pockets. Roll them toward the ground. And re-straighten your back leg so you'll feel a really great stretch in psoas major here. I dream of genie arms. You soften your shoulders. Look at your spot. Nothing else exists. For 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently start to roll your thighs in toward each other. Twist, twist, twist toward the front leg. Come back to center. Inhale, take your arms up. See, and there's no drama. Even our faces, there's nothing. It's very calm, not like RBF, but just a calm, no drama face. One-legged plank pause. Shift your weight into your left hand. Take your right arm forward. Hand down, foot down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breath in and breath out. Now, eventually, downward facing dog becomes a rest pose. If it's not a resting pose for you yet, come to your knees, come to child's pose. Okay? Take 2 more breaths in your rest. 1. Look forward, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose again with the arms forward. And again, we're getting low. Keep your weight in your heels, enough that we could wiggle the toes if you want to, okay? Take your shoulders back. Take 1 more breath. Take your hands behind your back as you straighten your legs. Reach both knuckles, both arms, both hands over the head. Bend your knees again, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold in half. Half lift, lengthen your spine. This time, step your left foot all the way back. Now we're in a runner's lunge type position. My belly wants to drop on my thigh bone. I could just hang out here, but instead I'm going to pull my belly in, away, tent onto your finger pads, hold it. So we've got one line from the crown of the head and it goes straight out the back heel. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Take your left hand to the floor and twist open. So now I'm on the pinky edge of this foot. Just be careful, we don't want that with our back ankle. Keep it straight and strong. You can stay here or come into Vashisthasana, side plank. So here, I'm in a side bend. It feels good. I'm just going to drop a little bit to find my true side plank. And again, we have one line from the crown of our head. This is our plumb line, runs through the body. Now lift your hips into the side bend. This is called twist. It's a Pilates exercise. Scoop under, come back, side plank. Okay, so I lift my hips, scoop under, come back, side plank. One more time. Scoop under, come back, side plank. Take both hands to the ground, plank position. This time, press back, child's pose. Take your hands to your heels. Circle your wrists. Crawl your hands forward. And again, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pick up both heels, roll forward, high plank. Lift your hips down dog. Again, heels up, roll forward, high plank, and lift down dog. Take your left leg up high, step it forward behind your thumb, come to your runner's lunge here. Pull the belly in, take your shoulders down. Your left hip might start to come up, roll it down away from your ear. Take your right hand to the floor, sweep your left arm up high, and again, maybe stay here or come to side plank on the second side. Lift your hips, scoop up, twist. Come back, side plank. Lift and twist. Come back, side plank. One more time. Lift and twist. Side plank. Come to plank position. Lower down onto your forearms. Interlace your fingers. Press your forearms down. Lower the butt a little. If you're like me, I tend to go like this. So lower it down. Reach your heels away from you. Om 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Breathe 5. Lower your hips all the way down. Undo the hands. And again, draw your elbows to your ribs. Interlace your fingers again. Curl the feet. And we're pressing all the way up into our plank. Now side plank, but we're on our forearm. So I'm going to angle my forearm out a little bit here. And maybe you come here. For 2. Stay focused. 3. 4. And 5. Nice work. Come back to your forearm plank. Roll over onto the other side. Feet can stay staggered or come here. 1, 2. So if you can, look up at your thumb. There's your drishti. 3, 4, 5. Come back to the forearms. Hold 1, hold 2, hold 3, hold 4, hold 5. Lower your hips. This time slide your hands back behind your ribs. Open the chest. And it's up to you. You can press the tops of your feet down, up dog, or lift your hips, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, take your right leg up high. Bring your knee to your right armpit, pause. So notice I stack my shoulders over my wrists, yeah? Take it back, three-legged dog. Knee to the right armpit, pause. Three-legged dog. And as I press my hands down, I'm drawing my armpits up and in. That's going to actually help take pressure off your wrists. Bring it forward, step it forward in between your hands. This time, come up in warrior 2. Take your hands back to your jean pockets again. Roll them toward the floor. Take your hand to your inner thigh and open it up so your knee lines about up with the second toe. Take your arms out. Now we're going to stop sign the hands and circle. Switch, circle. Okay, now our focal point in warrior 2 is the front middle finger. So have a look there. Now without doing anything, without changing the body, energetically imagine you have a rope tied from one inner thigh to the other inner thigh, and we will draw them in toward each other. You're pulling everything into the midline. At the same time, Engage your pelvic floor muscles, a gentle contracting to lift up and in. And hold. Look at your middle finger. Breath in, breath out. 1. Breath in, breath out. 2. Breath in, breath out. 3. Breath in, breath out. 4. Breath in, breath out. 5. Keep the inner thighs activated. Reach your right arm up, reverse warrior. Come all the way through, step back, one-legged plank pause. Keep the right hand down, take your left arm forward. Hand down, foot down, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take your left leg high. Exhale, your knee to your left armpit, pause. So again, we're shifting forward. Take it back, three-legged dog. Knee to the left armpit. Three-legged dog. Knee to your left armpit. Bring your knee center. Step it forward between your hands. You can always take your ankle and pull it up. Swivel your back heel. Come up, warrior 2. So again, we'll take our hands to our jean pockets, roll them toward the ground. Hands to the inner thigh, open it up, just so it's safe. Knee in line with the second toe. Now turn your head, look at your middle finger. So the same thing here, we're drawing our inner thighs in toward each other, lift the pelvic floor. So my body physically isn't moving, but it just got really active. So everything is working. Inhale, exhale. 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. And if you feel like fidgeting, moving your hair, tucking your shirt, just notice that tendency to get out of the pose. 3. Let the sweat stay. 4. And 5. The legs don't move. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Step back. One-legged plank pause. Take your right arm forward. Hand down. Foot down. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Now we're hopping just behind our hands, okay, into a squatting position. So my feet are wide. This is called Malasana, like a yogi squat position. I'm not just going to let my knees go out though. Hug them close into your shoulders. Bring your hands to your heart. You can close your eyes and look internally at your third eye, or you can look at the tip of your nose. 1, keep squeezing in. 2, 3, through the practice of yoga, we expand our circle of comfort. 4, so we put ourselves in uncomfortable positions. We practice it consistently. And 5, until what was once uncomfortable becomes comfortable and effortless. Take your hands down to the ground, straighten both your legs. Reach your nose in between your legs. And again, rebend your knees, hands to the heart. Do that again, hands to the floor, straighten your legs. Lower down, hands to the heart. Now here I'm going to bring my knees past my armpits, just behind me. Reach the arms forward like you were going to grab something. As I take this arm out to the side, turn your thumb down And this way, we want this really close. So take your hand back toward your sacrum. Do the same thing on the other side. Maybe your hands meet, maybe they don't. Mine are not meeting today, totally fine. Still squeeze your inner thighs in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your arms forward. Gently lower your butt all the way to the floor. Bring your feet together. Take your hands to the hamstrings. Open your chest. So as I start to lean back, I'm just going to bring my legs to a tabletop. So they're just parallel to the floor here. Holding here, take your shoulders back and together. Now you can keep the hands here, take them forward or reach them up. Okay? 1. Look at your toes. 2, 3, 4. Good work. 5. Hands to the hamstrings. Make a little ball. This time bring your feet to the floor. Wrap your arms all the way around your shins. Bring your nose into your knees. As you're here, we're in this tiny ball shape. Feel the back of your ribs expand as you breathe in. So if you watch the Healthy Human Project on resilience, we're going to grab our right foot, straighten your right leg, hold on to it, open your heart and chest. And I talked about 3 zones. There's the comfort zone where everything is comfortable, it feels great, it's easy. Things are easy, but growth doesn't happen there. So our yoga practice, it's the same thing. Straighten your left leg. We can practice yoga in a way where everything is easy, everything is comfortable, and that feels good, but growth doesn't happen there. Take your left hand to the right pinky toe. Once we start to feel comfortable in our yoga practice at all, we want to add some things so that we go into challenge zone or learning zone. Lift the other leg away from the floor. So here we twist open, twist open, twist open. And challenge zone, it is a zone. So it's not like, oh, I'm in challenge zone, then it's done. No, it's a zone. So you can be on the low end or the high end. And you are the only one that's going to know what zone you're in, okay? So it has nothing to do with the postures or the sequence. It's actually very unique to you. So you decide, am I in comfort zone? Am I in challenge/learning zone? Come back to center. This time, lift the leg higher, give your shin a kiss, and release, shake out both legs. Now, if we go too far into challenge zone, the second zone, we get into danger zone. So danger zone is when on the mat we would get hurt. It's in life when we reach burnout, we reach exhaustion, we might be in shock or experience trauma and things just shut down. So in our yoga practice, we're looking for those places too. When do we get to danger zone? And danger zone would be like when you know a pose is too hard, but you're trying to force it anyway. Or you know you're not ready for a certain pose, but you're trying to force it. You're trying to keep up with the class. Don't ever do that. Don't ever try to keep up with the class unless you're able to keep up with the class. So here, I raise the other leg up. Now we're going to twist, 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 twist. So we take ourselves on the mat. You want a class that's a little bit more challenging than what your level might be, or at least has a big range so that you can be continuing to work on things. We can continue to expand our circle of comfort. And take both feet down, shake them, shake them, shake them. Take your legs out wide. Okay, now heels off the ground. Gently press the backs of your knees toward the floor. Take your hands right here, sit up tall. Now take the hands back. I'm still tented. Draw the shoulders back. So our quads are working. You feel that? Yeah? Good. One. You can look at something on the wall. You can look at the tip of your nose, or again, internal third eye. Two. And looking up here, internal third eye, for those of you who are working on the mystical powers of yoga, working on the more spiritual side of yoga, this looking up right here is powerful. It helps to put us into an alpha brainwave state. So it gets us out of beta, which is thinking, thinking, reacting, reacting. Alpha, where we're still very much aware and uh, active, but in that learning zone. Take both arms out. My heels are still off the ground. Reach all the way up and over side bend. Let it feel good. And switch to the other side. And come back. Bring your legs together. Shake them. Flex point, flex point, flex point. We'll keep adding for resilience. And sit. Sukhasana or Siddhasana. Come to a comfortable seat. You can always sit on something. Take your hands onto your lap. Bring your thumb and index finger. We're just going to have a mudra because it's nice to have another point of concentration. Okay. Straighten your arms. Take the shoulders back. So we're not here. Very straight and active. Our spine straight. Nod your chin toward your chest. Pull it back. Close your eyes. Then internally, again, look up as if you were looking at your third eye. Focus on the sound of your breath. And also bring your tongue to where the roof of your mouth meets your teeth. Stay with your body and mind connected together. Notice the distractions of your own mind. There might be distractions of other things around you as well, but we train by being still, by being here. Lift your chin, bring your hands to your heart. Express gratitude for your practice today, for the practice of putting off our problems, putting off your worries, putting off your identity, anything that you label as yourself, that's gone off to the side. So as you roll up your mat or as you put your shoes back on, you can always pick your identity back up. And what's cool is that you might realize, oh, you know what? There are some things about my identity that I'm ready to let go of, that I don't want to pick back up. And maybe there are some things that you picked up on your mat today that you say, those are ones I want to carry with me. Maybe it's uh, tenacity. I'm going to stick through it. A willingness to try. Maybe it's um, maybe it's your strength. Maybe it's continuing to focus on staying balanced, whatever it is. But congratulations, wonderful work. Stick with it. The practice of yoga helps us to develop resilience by increasing our adaptability, letting us put our identity off to the side. We get to be adaptable with not only our bodies and flexible with our bodies, but who we think we are, and giving ourselves permission to change and to evolve, because that is what resilience is. It's the ability to evolve without holding on to something that we really wanted to keep, here, because life is an evolution. There is no holding on. When we try to hold on and force that, we end up getting stuck, and it's like it's like an iron, it's like a bowling ball chained to your ankles. So every time you try to step in a different direction, this bowling ball holds you back and says no. And that bowling ball, that we control it, it's our holding on to an identity or to a way of being or to a relationship or to a way of thinking or to a belief that no longer is valid for us. Thank you so much. If you liked this class, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Each week you'll get a different workout video to go along with the Healthy Human Project podcast. And this week we're working on resilience. So if you haven't listened to the podcast, go ahead and check that out too. Thanks so much. Until the next time.